Good morning, dear students. Today we are having a new grammar lesson. It's not a new one, of course, for you, but it's new in this unit, Unit 8, Apostrophes. Now we have to focus on apostrophes today because in our literacy session, we will find a full passage that has a lot of using apostrophes, and it's important in order to use it in your writing stories. Now, what's the meaning of the word apostrophe? Now, when I have an apostrophe, it means that you want to focus on the owner of the something. Okay, so when I say somebody possesses something, so I want to focus on this and say that it belongs to this person. So, for example, first of all, the apostrophe here, I have it for contraction. It's not only for possession of the action. So, when you join two words with each other, use an apostrophe to show where the letter S have been removed. So, contractions shouldn't be used in informal writing. This is very important. Contractions shouldn't be used in formal writing, not informal writing, no, informal writing. What do I mean by this? For example, if you are writing a letter to your friend, okay, this is the informal way, as one word, informal way. So you can use a contraction. I've been waiting for your answer, for your reply. You can do that, of course, okay? And you can use it also when you start to write a story like a fable, legend, and so on. But if you are writing a formal letter or a persuasive writing in order to focus on something, to persuade somebody with an object, so you don't have to use contraction at all. Okay? Now go to the right side. Now these are examples for showing contraction. Contraction means the short form, of course. Okay? This is the example. Okay. I have apostrophes to show possession. Possession means the owner, okay? We use an apostrophe to show possession. For example, Bill's jacket. So this means the jacket belongs to Bill. Susan's dress. The Smith's home. Now look at Susan's dress and the Smith's home. Now take care. When I say a name, okay, it's singular name, so I'll put apostrophe S. But when I have the name of the family, that's why you find here the Smiths. We didn't say, for example, Bill Smith or Susan Smith. No, I mean the family of Smith. So that's why I said the and then Smiths. And it's important to insert the S because I'm talking about the family itself. So when I say the Smiths home, yes, I have to put the apostrophe after S. If I have only a name without the article the, so this means that I focus on Smith only, who is the man or the father or the parent or the grandfather of this home. So it will be singular at that time. Okay, what about if I have two names that they are friends or the parents, as we said, Jason and Deb's children? Where shall I insert the apostrophe? Is it for the first or the second name? Of course, you will do it after, okay, after and. So when I say, for example, Lily, comma, Tom, and James, okay, new toys. So this means that the toys that belong to those two or those three. So I have to insert the apostrophe S in the last name, for the last name. So the children belong to Jason and Deb. This is what I mean here. Okay. Does this mean that I don't have to insert apostrophe S to the first one or to the first and the second? No. But this will carry different meaning. Why? When I say Jaden's and Sophia's bikes, it means that Jaden has his own bike and Sophia has her own bike. So everyone has his or her own bike. I mean that I have here two different bikes, each one belongs to every one of them. So what's the difference between this sentence and the before sentence? The before sentence, when I say Jason and Deb's children, I mean that children that belongs to the parents, to both of them. It's only one thing that you can't own with another one. Of course, those children belong to the parents, okay, not only to one man and the other one is no. I mean here, this is the example of both. So when I say, for example, let's say your father and mother's house. So it's only one house that both of them live in it. But when I say, like for example, Mary has a doll and Rana has a doll. So every one of them has her own doll. Exactly like when I say Jaden's and Sophia's bikes. So in order to avoid the repetition, I will not say Jaden's bike and Sophia's bike. No, I will say Jaden's and Sophia's bikes. It means that each one has his or her own bike, but I will use the apostrophe S for each one of them and then put plural for bikes. So the item belongs to whatever comes before the apostrophe. Okay? Here, the Smith's house or the Smith's home was a dream come true. Bell's dog was his best friend. So here, the first example, as it is clear in front of you, the house is behind the family of the Smith. That's why we said the Smith's home was a dream come true. And the second one, I have only Bell and he has only a dog. So Bell's dog was his best friend. Okay. Singular possessive nouns. Now, in details here, you will find that the possessive form of singular noun is an apostrophe followed by the letter S. Noun plus apostrophe plus S. Like here the example. I have one lady that has a cat. So I say Hector's homework, Kyoko's book, Lydia's instructor, Lily's cat. So the cat of Lily, this is the meaning of it, the instructor of Lydia. That's why I put apostrophe S. So that's called singular possessive noun. Becky's purse, apostrophe shows the ownership. This is the purse of Becky. Okay, plural possessive nouns. If the noun is made plural by adding S or ES, put an apostrophe after the S. What does it mean? When I say here in the example, the first picture, I have like 4 boys with 4 bikes. So I say the boys' bikes. So it's not only one boy. I have the boys' bikes, the bikes that belong to the boys. So after plural of the boy will be boys, I will put apostrophe after the S because it's called a plural possessive noun. Okay, the students' books. Now I have here this teacher, for example, okay, or the 2 teachers, or they are students, whoever, but I have here a lot of books that belongs to the students. So I say the students' books. Now I have here the 3 ladies or 3 girls with the 3 purses. So for nouns made plural by adding an S and then add only an apostrophe at the end. So it's not only one girl, will be girls. So the purses of the girls. So first of all, I will change one girl into plural, will be girls, or the lady will be ladies, and then put the apostrophe after the S and say the purses of ladies or the purses of girls. Now the plural possessives. The plural possessives, if the noun has an irregular plural form, add the apostrophe and an S apostrophe. What does it mean? If I have plural, which is irregular one, like for example, mouse, the plural form is mice. Woman, the plural form of it is women. Child, the plural form is children. That's called irregular noun or plural noun. So at that case, I will put apostrophe S, which means exactly like the singular noun. Because if I put children, which is plural of child, and in order to put the S as a possessive, I will put children's S apostrophe, that's totally wrong. Because I will not put plural of the plural. I will not check it or even change the plural, okay, form of child into children and then put S for it, so it will be plural of the plural. That's totally wrong. I have to treat the irregular noun, okay, exactly like the singular noun by adding the apostrophe and then S, because it will be now a new word. Okay, so here when I say women's purses, because when I have only one woman and the put plural form of woman will be women, so I will put now the apostrophe S exactly like the singular noun. Okay. Possession with compound nouns. What's compound nouns? Like for example, when I said I have two persons, for example, or two boys, okay, own one thing. Okay, this thing or this person belong to both of them. They are common in owning it. Like for example, Jason and Deb's son. So I have here this son, okay, belongs to both Jason and Deb. That's why I will put only the apostrophe S for the second noun, who is here is Deb, because it's common. The son is common for both of them. When I say Michelle and Mark's dog, so this means that the dog belongs to Michelle and Mark, belongs to both of them. So I put the apostrophe S to the second noun because this is common for both of them. Possession with compound noun. When I say apostrophe S and apostrophe S, look at the example here. Kelly's and Jessica's microscopes. Okay, look at the difference now. Not both of them have only one microscope. No, each one has his or her own microscope. So that's why I say Kelly's and Jessica's microscope. Or Ken's and Tom's suits. Of course, they don't both of them wear the same suit. Or they have only one suit. No, each one has his own suit. So that's why I said Ken's and Tom's suits. This means that both of them, okay, don't have one only suit, but every one of them has his own suit. Okay? Now, you can make, for example, a pose, okay? And you can read the singular and the singular possessive, or the plural and the plural possessive forms for each one. Why am I saying this? Because, for example, look at the third word in the singular. I have the word boss. Boss. So when I say the possessive form of the singular word, it will be bosses. How come, miss? Are you going to put like 3S? No. The double S that we have, it's part of the word itself. Okay? But when I'm going to add the apostrophe, this is singular, so I will say bosses. Okay, if it's only, look at the fourth word, sister-in-law. Sister-in-law. When I have sister-in-law, so this means that I'm going to treat it only as singular, which is sister-in-laws, apostrophe S. Miss, so what do you mean by the plural form of it, which is sisters-in-law? Yes, this is plural. I'm not going to say sisters-in-laws. No, I will say sisters, as it's not only one sister, but they are 2 or 3 sisters-in-law. If I say the possessive, as we said before, the possessive will be for the second word. I said sisters-in-laws, apostrophe S, I will say sisters-in-laws, purse or purses. So this means that the purses that belong to sisters-in-law. Okay, I just give you this example in order to make it clear because this is the new thing for you. Okay, so please don't forget to answer the homework that will be attached on the school website in the workbook. Thank you very much.